All right, guys. Hmm. I don't know what the fuck is going on, dude, but I'm getting so tired of it.
There's a specific segment that DSP does in its full glory. So I apologize for all of the eating sounds that you're going to wind up hearing, but let's get into the video.
So, are you guys ready? Shall I just begin? Is everyone here? You guys here? What's going on? You quiet? Why are you so quiet? What's going on? Everyone speak up immediately. I want to hear everyone speak.
Starting this
I'm
clip
so
off
glad he
obviously
made
with
$9
DSP being as
last night. Fuck
obnoxious
this
as
guy.
possible. Asking for your audience to chat on your command is akin to asking a dog to speak as far as I'm concerned, and you really shouldn't be treating your audience like that. If they want to talk, they'll talk. And I don't blame them for not talking in DSP's chat because he rules the thing with an iron fist. If you genuinely like being in his chat, it's probably within your best interest to not talk while he's gone or while he's going to get his food or something, because heaven forbid you talk about something that's not directly DSP related or related to the content that you're actively watching, which at the time is nothing.
I say here. I can't hear a single one of you. I want to see you speak and see that you guys are here. The stream's working, right? Everyone's standing. Everyone's awake. Everyone got so quiet. I sat down. No one said a word.
No, DSP, everybody fell asleep. Your content was that boring that literally every single person on your stream has fallen asleep at this point, and they're not going to respond to you.
What is this? You hear a mouse sneeze in here.
The only reason that you can hear a mouse sneeze where you're at, DSP, is because you live in the snort fort and you've probably got some pretty fat mice living around in there, just based off how you describe the place to us, because that's all we have to go off of. But you don't exactly paint the snort fort in a very positive light.
Okay. People are starting to talk? All right, good. So, what I'm about to taste, test, and or eat is something that actually people have brought up over the years. Okay? And it's something that has been recommended to me, actually, over the years.
I can't
But I never
stand
tried.
his
So let me
face,
start
dude.
recording and explain. All right, here we go. Hello, everyone.
Be
Hello,
prepared to be
everyone.
completely let down by this, because it's not something that's actually interesting
Why
at
does
all.
he
But you
do
gotta love
that?
the unrecorded hype segment, followed immediately by the turning on of the YouTube voice, which of course he immediately uses to start yelling at the beginning of his video. Because that's what everybody loves when they turn on a video, is that you immediately start yelling at them.
First of all, happy holidays, as today is Black Friday 2023. And today, during a live marathon stream, I'm going to partake in some food, the likes of which I've never tried before. This will be my genuine first time tasting something that has been recommended to me for many years. In fact, since I actually moved out here to Washington State, I've been asked many times about favorite foods and favorite things to try. I used to have a series called DSP Tries It, where I would try a bunch of foods and things like that. I was, doing Feasting with Phil videos.
Hearing him talk about all of the food content that he's made in the past really makes me realize just how much of it he's done. Like, obviously, I remember DSP Tries It, right? Everybody remembers the classic DSP Tries It. It's one of those pieces of content that he did that's so bad that it's at least worth the watch because it makes you laugh. But hearing him actually say the name of Feasting with Phil, it just has no charm to it. It doesn't have a catchy jingle. It doesn't sound very fun and positive and meaningful, curated style, if you ask me. But I guess that's just to keep up with the quality of the actual video that it's gonna be, because DSP is never actually trying anything interesting and new and fun anymore, because he's not checking out the new interesting fast food gimmick that's come out that people are talking about on the internet. He's always just trying some run-of-the-mill thing that's been in his area for ages that he's just never tried before, which, while I'm sure is interesting for him because it's always interesting to try new food, it's not exactly something that I think that most people are interested in at all. And inevitably, he's just gonna wind up saying that the food is very tangy and robust and meaningful, which, if that's actually how you feel about the food, that's fine. I don't really care. The problem is you describe every piece of food that you eat like that. It's not interesting at all. And that's the problem with this content, is that it just doesn't hold anybody's interest. There's nothing new to be gained from watching it. You're just watching this old man eat like a slob. But really, that's all the spectacle that we need, so we're gonna continue on now.
And basically everyone's like, what about this thing? What about this? I was like, oh, I never heard of it. I never seen it or anything like that. After years of you guys actually bringing it up, all right, I finally did a little bit of searching. And what I found out is that this place actually is near me, but not really near me. What I mean by that is, if I were to order from it, it takes a little while to get here because it is further out. But that there is one of these nearby that I could order if I wanted to. I probably wouldn't drive all the way out there.
So just like always, DSP cannot be bothered to go get his own fast food. Of course, he had to get it
Because he
DoorDashed,
doesn't go
which means that
outside,
he
bro.
paid an exorbitant amount in delivery fees. Because of course he did. DSP's never done anything frugally in his entire life. What makes you think that he would bother go getting his own food so he doesn't have to pay a delivery fee? Because of course he did. So not only is this man who comes on stream every day begging for a handout wasting his money on overpriced food, but he's also wasting his money on an overpriced delivery fee because he can't be bothered to get it himself. This is truly Phil, master of business Burnell at his finest.
And being that this is going to be something that I wanted to do, you know, for a marathon, and something different and new, you guys recommended, I said, now's a good opportunity to try it out, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to try, you guys, you're going to see, we're like, oh yeah, people recommended that all the time to Phil, right? Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to do something interesting. Today we are going to try, ready for this? Firehouse subs.
For all my audio style listeners, of course, he just held the box up to the camera so that you could vaguely make out the word Firehouse Subs that's printed on the box. It looks just as regarded as you might be imagining, so don't even bother opening up to see the video, it's not that important. So yeah, the super interesting thing that everybody has been telling him that he needs to try is just another sandwich shop, which obviously he was interested in. As much as he talks about sandwich shops, he probably jumped at the opportunity.
Yes, there actually is one out here, but it's like almost 45 minutes away. Okay, so that's why I've always been apprehensive about doing anything or trying or anything, okay? So take a look. First of all, this is a large sub. Look at the size of it. It's a full foot, right? And it is huge.
Well, you just said that it's a full foot. That isn't any different than you would get a foot long at Subway, is it not? It's just another foot long sandwich. They might have packed it full of shit. It might be a whole lot thicker, but I'm not able to tell that through the box, dog. You gotta open it up. Just looking at the box, it looks like a normal foot long sandwich.
And in its own, like, cardboard protective shell to make it so that it can't really be messed up, right?
And he's doing this like it's some sort of unboxing. Like, look, it comes in its custom cardboard shell. Like, dude, it's just how they package their food. And in all honesty, that's probably worse than just wrapping up the sandwich, because the food has more, like, room in there to slide around and get messy, whereas when you actually wrap it up, it kind of compresses it and keeps it all held together. But of course, DSP loves that it came in its own cardboard shell. He can just throw that right into the styrofoam pile in the garage from all the other DoorDash remnants that he's got left over. It'll be just another one for the pile.
It's kind of interesting. I never really seen a sub shop deliver a sub sandwich like that to you in like a shell, right? So you would think at least the sub should be intact, even though it took quite a while to get here, right? It should be pretty intact. Now, they have a ton of different Firehouse subs at this place. They have all kinds of lunch meats and deli meats, you know, ham, turkey, salami, pepperoni, roasted beef, what do you call it, bacon. You can also do like chicken.
I like Italian subs with pepperoni, salami, extra pepperoni. Get a few pineapple slices on there. Get some olives, and then you take some of the marinara from the meatball subs, right? You drizzle that over the top. You got yourself a perfectly delicious sandwich. You could even take the pineapple off and put some like lettuce and shit on there. You obviously want to use mozzarella cheese, but it's a fucking good sandwich. It's good.
That kind of stuff, and all these different variations.
I hope all of you ate lunch today already and you're not currently waiting for your lunch break or something, and this is probably making you hungry, in which case I apologize. But DSP, the king of wasting time, the king of over-explaining things that nobody needed explained, really thought it was necessary that he run down all of the meats on the menu that you could get on a sandwich, as if it was actually anything out of the ordinary that a normal sandwich shop wouldn't also have on their menu. There's like 5 different chains around my area that do sub sandwiches, and all of them have all of those meats. It's nothing special, and one of them is in fact a Firehouse Subs. It's like saying that you got pizza somewhere and then running down the list of all of the things that you could get on the pizza. They got pepperoni, they got green peppers, they got mushrooms. Like, yeah, dude, we get it. They do pizzas. Why are you telling me all the things? Unless you're gonna tell me something that most pizza places, or in this case sub sandwich shops, don't do. Why are you telling me?
You want them to
You can get like
roast
Chipotle,
it,
you can get
right?
all these
But
different,
you
they have
want them
meatball
to
subs,
cook
they have tuna salad, they have different melts, all these, I'm telling you, a huge menu, and a lot of different variations that
you
they
know,
do.
just to get
Okay.
the salami and
Okay,
the
sounds
the
good,
pepperoni.
DSP. And I do mean that. It does sound good, but I
it's
do want to run
delicious.
that back real quick so that we can all hear him
Making
say
myself
Chipotle
hungry.
sauce.
So you can get like Chipotle, you can get like Chipotle, for what I'm to understand, the thing that makes them stand out is their bread is like super duper good, and they load their sandwiches. Unlike a lot of other places that can skimp, like this place apparently really goes to town when they load up a sandwich. I can tell you, this is heavy. This is not a light sandwich at all. This is the large size, and it is a heavy, heavy ass sandwich. Okay, so hoping it's gonna have a lot of meat and food on it.
This motherfucker spent $70 on this. $70. He could have went to the grocery store, right? Bought some pepperonis, bought some salami, bought a thing of marinara sauce, heated up the marinara sauce, right? Or bought a pineapple, right? Got olives, uh fucking a good hoagie roll, and still not spent as much. And you could have made it for two people because they don't sell hoagie rolls one per pack. There's a multiple pack. You could have literally made more sandwiches throughout the week with that $70. You're an idiot. An idiot.
All right.
Well, DSP, how about instead of crafting your Theo theory on how thick you think the sandwich is based off of the weight it is in the cardboard box, you instead just open up the goddamn sandwich. We've been here for over 3 sped up minutes now, and all you've shown us is the cardboard box and tell us about the menu. This is what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about this just not being interesting. Who's coming here and wants to hear the rundown of the menu and wants to look at the box for 3 minutes? 3 sped up minutes. If that's what you were looking for, you could probably just go online and look at the menu and actually get a picture of the food while you're there. And you could do it all in less than 3 sped up minutes. You could probably do it in less than a minute if you really wanted to. But just like always, DSP drags out everything as far as he possibly can so that he doesn't actually have to do any of the content that he told people that he would do.
You might say, what did I get? Well, there's so many options. I had a few different ones I was looking at. I decided to get one. It's called the Firehouse Hero. All right. Now, I don't know if they mean hero sandwich or if they mean that this is a hero product. It's super good, like a superhero meal. I don't know. I don't know what they're going for. Okay.
I want to reach through the screen and just like bitch slap the shit out of Phil. Like you remember in one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, I think it was the second one, right? Where the chick's in the mental institution, she picks up the phone and like Freddy reaches his tongue through the phone. I want to do that, but instead of my tongue, I want it to be my fist. It just comes out and punches him square in the fucking nose. Fucking hook beat bitch.
Okay.
Well, DSP, in case you didn't catch the whole theming of the restaurant, it's all based around firefighting and firefighters. So some of the sandwich names kind of relate back to that. For example, there's another sandwich that's called the Hook and Ladder. So I would venture to say that if they're going to call the sandwich a hero sandwich, they're not talking about Spider-Man. They're probably talking about firefighters or first responders in general. And again, for the audio style listeners, I'm going to put up a picture and the description of the sandwich that he actually ordered because he kind of fumbles his way through it and he doesn't even know what cheese is on it. So I'm going to have it on the screen for everybody.
So it's supposed to have a combination of meats: roast beef, turkey, ham, some kind of cheese. I don't even know what cheese. I think maybe provolone or something. I don't know. And it's supposed to have all the stuff like lettuce, tomato, onion, salt, pepper, and all that stuff on top of it as well. Plus, I think it actually has mustard too. So it's like a fully loaded deluxe sandwich. Okay. We're gonna give it a look. You ready? People are like, "Why didn't you open it yet?" Because I'm talking. I'm gonna open it. I swear to you.
But why couldn't you open the sandwich while you talked? Why couldn't, when you were talking about all of the things that were going to be on it, did you not already have the sandwich open and start showing it to the camera so you could say, oh, it has, all of these?
Because Phil is a fucking narcissist. He can't have the attention deviated away from him. That's why when people are talking in his chat and it's not about him, he gets mad and tells them to stop. He can't have the attention split between him and another thing. It's why he won't have anybody on his show. It's why he doesn't bring Kat on his show. It's why he barely even lets Jasper in the room when he's streaming. The attention can never be deviated from him. He is a narcissist. It's all about him.
These things and you could point to them and show the cross section, like a normal person would probably do. If they're going to be talking about the food, they would go ahead and show it off at the same time. But for some reason, DSP insists on giving you the audio experience and then giving you the visual experience afterwards. He can't do them at the exact same time.
All right, so let's give it a look. Let's see. By the way, I think it has a pickle too, so I might want to take the pickle out. And I already got a plate because I think the feeling is going to be so big when I go to eat, it's going to go everywhere.
This wouldn't be a feasting with Phil if we didn't have a paper plate on standby, obviously. Because it's not bad enough that we already created trash getting it to you in this weird cardboard sleeve or whatever, but we also have to create more trash with a paper plate.
Let's see what it looks like live together. Already I see ham sticking out the side. Look at that bread. It's got like lines on top of it, right? It's thick. Oh, yeah. It's got like a harder, crustier outside to it. Sure it does. That's nice bread.
What a weird reaction to have to a sub sandwich. DSP is the only person that I know that's actually talking about the lines on the bread, tapping on top of it, and then going, oh yeah, that's nice bread. You can add this to the long list of things that DSP does that just makes me think that he's not human, because I've never seen another human being act like this about bread.
All I can tell you, it got some stuff on the edge here. It's all gooey. So they probably got some of the condiment or whatever it is accidentally on the end. And I see a ton of meat. Look at all the meat coming off the side there, right?
Oh yeah, DSP's real excited about the meat. Why do you think he pulls all them JPEGs?
That looks pretty dang good to me. I don't know about you guys. Looking at it from the other side, you can actually see some of the lettuce and tomato and other things in there. I'm trying to get it so the camera doesn't overexpose it, but the camera's going to overexpose it. There's not much I can do.
If you're really this concerned about whether or not the camera's gonna overexpose it and how it's gonna look, then why didn't you prep this beforehand and have a way for you to accurately depict what the sandwich was? Something even as simple as taking a picture of it on your phone and uploading it to your OBS and pulling it up on screen with the proper lighting on it from your good camera on your phone, instead of just holding it up to the webcam that you have like a bozo. I mean, I personally don't give a shit what it looks like, DSP. I don't care what you're eating. But if you're gonna sit here and act like you care about the presentation of the food that you're eating for your audience, then you should have went out of your way to make sure that was taken care of before we got to this point.
But it is loaded. Like, that is a loaded sandwich. Here, let me take half of it off and put it on the plate, and then we can get a better look at it. Okay? I don't even know how to do it without, like, it going everywhere. Here, I'll try this half. Oh, man. This is an interesting cross-section. Wait till I show you the cross-section of this sandwich, okay?
Are you guys excited? He's about to show you the cross-section. Wait till he shows you the cross-section. It's gonna be crazy. No idea why he has to pronounce it like that, but just be ready for the cross-section.
So I'm gonna put this half over here, and we're gonna look at this half here. So, when you talk about a cross-section of a sandwich,
I'm not gonna do it again, but definitely have to point out that he did it again. This dude can't say anything like a normal person at all. Everything's gotta be over-enunciated or completely slurred together and fumbled through. There's really no in-between with the guy.
you cut it in half, and you basically look down the middle, and you see, what can I see, right? And I can see turkey, I can see ham, I can see the roasted beef, I see lettuce, tomato, onion, and I can even see the melted cheese and the condiment on there. You see that?
Wow, crazy. He basically described everything that's on the sandwich he can see from the cross-section. It's almost like he's looking right down the barrel of the sandwich. And this is what he was hyping up. He was going to show us the cross-section, guys, and this is what we were going to look at. We're just looking at a sandwich here. This is really nothing extravagant whatsoever. It's just a sandwich. I don't know if he's just hyping it up because it's supposed to be some big event on that stream, or if he's just genuinely so delusional that he thinks that people care about his food like this.
It's hard to, and it's stupid overexposure. I'm sorry about that. If I hold it back, maybe you'll see a little better. See that? Look at those layers. That's a lot of meat, too. Like this, again, this is a hefty sandwich. I did tell them that I wanted the pickle, but I don't see it. I think I got cheated out of my pickle. Yeah. I do not think they put the pickle in there. I said pickle. They didn't give me a pickle.
And of course, DSP couldn't have one positive experience with the company. It's got to turn into a classic DSP DoorDash experience where they obviously forgot something. I'm honestly surprised that DSP didn't go on to say that the DoorDash guy had an accent too, because I wouldn't put it past him. He's done it in the past.
So first off, before we even begin, it's already starting to fall apart, which I knew would happen if I held it long enough.
Well, maybe if you spent more time eating your food instead of playing with it, this wouldn't happen. I thought your mom would have taught you that, or you'd have learned that by now, being that you're 41 years old. But I gotta remind myself to keep my expectations for DSP very low, because even the basics, he just doesn't seem to have a grasp of.
We got some meat coming off the side. I think this is ham, so I'm just going to tear some of this off. See? And I'm just going to taste the ham.
Oh, I hate his face. Oh my god.
It's sweet.
Oh my god.
That's got to be honey ham.
Oh, I
That's
want
a
to
very
punch
sweet ham. It's
him.
not salty at all, actually. It's a very sweet ham. All right, well,
Hold on.
this is going to be interesting to eat because it's going to go everywhere. You know, once I start eating, it's going to explode. So let's just go. I'm going to take my first bite. Here we go.
Oh god. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I'm not listening to the fucking pig roach. Consume. Hell no.
The people of Earth were finally able to live in peace once again. However, during times of peace, people have a tendency to foolishly grow complacent. Such is the fate of mankind.
Dragon Ball Z. Boo Reborn.
About 7 years had passed since the confrontation with Cell. This is the quiet settlement of Satan City. Here resides Mr. Satan, the man mistakenly believed to have saved the planet. The city was renamed after him for his heroism. Gohan is now 16 years old. With no schools anywhere near his country home, he had no choice but to do homeschooling and correspondence courses. But eventually, his mother, Chi-Chi, decided to send him to a high school in Satan City. Armed bandits began appearing so frequently in Satan City that Gohan began to run into them on his way to school from time to time.
We're gonna watch Bill for a while.
Do a barrel roll.
I just get so sick of him. God. Bro. I just get so fucking sick of him saying that we don't watch him and that we take him out of context and shit. You know? I'm sick of it. Alright. Shit. Alright, there we go.
To combat the crime in the city, Gohan would transform into a Super Saiyan and make short work of those that disturb the peace. To protect his identity, Gohan made sure to leave the scene as quickly as possible. The mysterious hero came to be known as the Golden Fighter, and rumors quickly spread about his true identity.
The Golden Fighter again, huh? Who the heck is this guy?
From Super Saiyan to superhero.
That took way too long. I need to hurry. Oh man, I'm gonna be late. I have to hurry. Yep, I'm definitely late now.
But I can jump 30 stories high. Okay, that makes sense. And I kind of wish.
Hi! You're the new guy. Gohan, is that right? I'm Arisa. Nice to meet you. And this here's Videl. You won't believe this.
Nice.
Videl's dad is none other than the legendary Mr. Satan.
Really? Mr. Satan?
See, I told you you weren't gonna believe it.
We are explorers. Demons, angels, unknown. We are entities that exist on the outer rim of existence. I have been hidden to the hidden reason. Dude, I fucking love Pinhead. Now, I don't necessarily like the movie, like, at all. I like the first one, but the other ones are just kind of stupid. But Pinhead as a character is good. The book is even better. But the newest Hellraiser movie was good. That one, the first one and the newest one are the best ones in my opinion. The second one was okay. but it was just the first one again, but it was about the stepmom or what, or the aunt or whatever.
Joe Murray spends his whole fucking day talking about Phil.
It's time for another relaxing chill session. Load up, down. No need to be stressing, flying sky high. On the wings of redemption, Chill Murray 7. That's my decompression.
Joe Murray spends his whole fucking day talking about Phil.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were late today, weren't you?
Oh god. I'll sit here getting high off my fucking shit, dude. Woo! Good to see you all. Another day, another dime, bro. This guy, Phil, he made pocket change. I wasn't gonna watch him play Star.
I'm sorry for that. I don't like it when people are in a bad
no
mood.
shot.
But I certainly
What's up,
hope that
Sticky
today,
Man? What's
my
up,
streams
Mr.
and
Moldy
content
Butt? Good to see you.
perhaps could put a smile on your face and or entertain you in some way, distract you from the monotony of the nonsense. Now, if you're not working or going to school today, good for you. Good. I don't know how you extended your weekend that long, but there you go. Anyway, welcome to the show.
Yo, what's up,
As we
Good
start
to
a new
see
week
you,
of
dude.
content here, and again, I apologize.
Been a fat second, homie.
Yeah, the nasal drip today is bothering me. What can I do? Hope you guys are ready to chill and relax, although today is an interesting mix of content for sure.
What's up, Willis?
With Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, which of course will be very
Bro,
action-packed and
I'm enjoying my
rage-inducing,
day off.
paired with a late-night
Did
stream
you
of
have the
content
gold?
that
Well,
will
you
be
she's,
Wow.
you know?
action, but also
This
a lot of
We've
RPG
got
elements
five
and
guys.
relaxation
Gotta make
in that
mom.
regard, and a lot of interaction. That's why I call it a late-night chill stream. So, totally different kinds of content on the two different streams
Oh,
today.
man, I'm not gonna
What
start
I'd like to do
ranting
today,
every
this morning,
Let's see.
Not today.
is recap a little bit about what's been going on in regards to the React content. And, of course, I want to talk about what happened last night with Starfield, because we are right at the tippy-tip edge of finishing Starfield. We are literally, like,
bro,
right there. The final segment, the final
I don't know why you still play that
the
stupid
endgame
fucking
stuff,
game.
the epilogue stuff.
Like,
We're
bro,
right
just
there
throw it in the
at
garbage
the
at this point, Phil.
and we ran out of time.
Die.
It's like, if
Give
it
me,
was
like,
another night
what,
where I had extra
15
time,
bucks?
I absolutely would have stuck around to finish it. It just so happened I couldn't do that yesterday.
Had to give him the first
which
one.
sucks. You know, obviously I would like to be able to finish and not have lingering stuff, but it is what it is, right? So we'll talk about that. And also, of course, we'll talk about all this holiday stuff going on. So I hope you're all doing well. Not
Hope you
any
have a
game
good
news
one
or
at
anything
work,
crazy
bro.
to talk about today. Since there's not a ton
Even
to
if
talk
you're
about,
working from
there's
home,
a
I
strong
know it's
chance
still
that perhaps we'll
shitty
get to the suggestion
in
box,
its
which I
own
know
way.
you guys have wanted me to go look at like for ages. I always say if we have a podcast where we don't have a lot going on, we can check out the suggestion box, and then we never get to it. Like always, I get a question from the audience, and it ends up becoming a big topic or something like that. We get distracted. So we'll see today. Again, there's no pressure, all right? No pressure, but let's see, right? Let's see what happens. Anyway, let us talk a little bit about all the stuff going on the React channel quickly, so you guys are in the know. So, this week, a lot of content over there. My channel is called DSP Reacts. You can find it at youtube.com/@DSP Reacts. That's the address. It's an experiment that I started way back in February of this year, and there's been various kinds of content on the channel, including a weekly show called DSP versus the Internet, where I watch clips from all over the internet as suggested by the viewers and members of the channel. We've also got long-form reacts. I've done several of this year, like reacting to a documentary. And or other videos from other YouTubers like Internet Historian. Tier makers have been very popular this year. I don't do them very often. I do them pretty sparingly. But when I do these tier makers, they usually do really well. And I've done things like rank fast food, video games from the last 10 to 15 years, horror movie villains, all kinds of fun stuff, okay? They've all turned out pretty darn well. In addition to that, there's lots of other content, including like taste test videos called Feasting with Phil, okay? And special events go over there too. So
see, I'm telling you, bro, since the Turkey Tom shit, the Low Cow podcast shit, Phil is, I feel like he's kind of rolling the dice, dude. That he's getting one or two fucking people that are sitting here giving him a chance. You know, like every day feels like he's kind of like, I don't know, introducing new guys to new Phil, you know? Like, every day just feels like, bro, who is this for? You're not talking to me. You're not talking to your viewers, Phil. Feels like you're talking to some new guys in the back.
So particularly, the reason I'm bringing this up is because back on Friday, we had the Black Friday Adpocalypse
Oh, he's trying to
React
look
event,
good for some
where all day
newer
long I
people,
reacted to
bro. Like, he's
advertisements
acting
from
brand
yesterday.
new, you know? This is what I
The
do.
event went really, really well.
My channel's cut,
Everyone
bro.
seemed
We
to
all
enjoy
know,
it.
Phil.
I
You
had a
don't need
great
to do
chill
all this.
time, and the
This
reason
is
I really
weird.
like those streams, I don't have to go crazy with the schedule or stress about doing a certain amount of stuff in a certain amount of time. Instead, it's all about just relaxing and having a good time with the audience. So it went really well, and basically, all of the content from that is live on the channel right now. All 4 parts, so about 4 hours of reacting to ads, and you can watch that at your own leisure. I even made it the featured video on the channel, part 1, so you can watch it. When you just jump to the channel, it'll start playing for you, so you know it's right there. Now, in addition to that, yesterday I did my weekly react show, DSP versus the Internet, where I watch clips as submitted by my viewers from all over the net. It's not advertisements, it's like anything. And man, we had a good mix yesterday. We had holiday videos of kids getting pranked by their parents, giving them like fake gifts and stuff. We had food videos, video game content, and stuff like that. You know, comedy, some news stories, pretty much stuff from all over the internet. I mean, there was even a mini documentary about the dollar menu at fast food restaurants and how it advanced over time.
So glad
Fascinating
I skipped
stuff.
all
So,
of that.
those
so
videos
glad I worked, dude.
go live slowly over the week. There's 3
And I'm
live
glad
now,
I
and 3 more will be
skipped the
live,
night
1 a day for the
stream.
rest of
I'm
the
just
week.
glad I
So that
skipped
channel is full
everything
of
Phil
content
did
right now. Please give it a
yesterday.
look if you're interested. This
I
Friday
missed
there'll be a
nothing
food
at
video.
all.
It's called Feasting with Phil. I tried out Firehouse subs for the very first time back on Friday during
God,
that
I
live
can't
marathon
stand
event.
Phil, dude.
You want to see? Hey guys, you want to check out Subway? A Subway. I called it. Man, who cares? It's all Subway to me, bro. Unless I make it myself, of course, you know. But it's like, yeah, you want to check out this sub sandwich that I ate 3 days ago? Check out this video. Like, if you never seen a sub sandwich in your life, then sure, I understand.
And
if you wanna
basically,
check that out.
the reason that I didn't release that yet is because
You're
of corrupt,
alien like fucking Phil,
which sucks,
dude.
right?
You
I
get
hate it when stuff
accustomed to
corrupts.
human
But what
food
can you
and
do?
shit,
I ended
dude.
up getting it out of the live stream, which was a pain to do because YouTube's
You know,
editing is not working.
The
right.
aliens
Just
on
really
Mars
annoying.
Attacks,
So
right?
anyway, I got it,
People,
but I didn't want to flood the channel.
their
We've already got
sacks
these
are
ad react
actually on
videos.
the
We've already got
outside
these
of their
Oh
head.
wow, Phil doesn't want to flood the channel full of content. Whoa, dude. Who is this guy?
daily react videos now from
Who have
yesterday's
I
show.
talked to
Robinators.
right now?
Friday. So essentially every day this week moving forward, we've had videos going live on that channel. All right, so please give it a look.
What's up, Nasi?
Consider
Purples?
subscribing if
What's
you
up,
enjoy that
Ghosty?
content. And that channel, the only reason
Sir
that it's viable
Chow.
and successful
Ba-bow.
is because of memberships. Okay, paid memberships. I don't make ad revenue on most of the videos on that channel. Reason being, a ton of them get claimed or revenue shared because you're reacting to content, and YouTube tends to claim those videos and give the rights to other people. So,
I swear
if you
to
could
God,
consider-
fuck this fucking guy. I stream just as much as him, and I work harder than him, and all my shit gets claimed. Just all of it, to a point where, bro, I just let it all stack up in a fucking, like, folder somewhere in the corner of my fucking shit. You know? Like, over
God,
200
Gohan's a
claims.
dork.
And I'm sitting here like, damn, bro.
He's
If I
such a
sat
dork.
here and did my shit a little cleaner, was paranoid like Phil, I'd probably be able to do this for a living.
becoming a member over there, that would help a ton
Fuck
to
all
keep that
that,
channel
dude.
viable. Oh,
This
by the
guy's
way,
trippy.
when you're a member, you suggest the clips for the weekly show on Sunday. You're the ones, the members, who actually suggest clips. All right, so
That is part of being a React streamer, you know? Like, what King Slide does, what I do, and a few of us, you know, restreamers, especially if you're like my ass, you're watching content from, like, all over the fucking place, dude. It just comes with the fucking territory, you know? But he makes it sound like these are extra circumstantial things happening to just him. No, it's
please
part of being a
consider,
React streamer,
supporting
bro.
that channel,
Shut
and thank
the
you so very
fuck
much.
up.
All
Sick of
right,
hearing
now
him
that we're
say
done talking about that channel, we can move on and we can talk about what's going on over here on DSP Gaming, because in truth, this week's been a weird one. Being a holiday week, I had a Thanksgiving Day special that was out of the ordinary. We had the React Marathon that was also out of the ordinary. And then we just had the React show.
I'm not trying to spoil other people's fun. I'm genuinely am not. But, like, I don't care about the Low-Cal podcast. I gave it a shot. And, you know, I told you guys my thoughts. And my thoughts, you know, are pretty toxic and shit. So I'm not going to sit here and, you know, hammer my thoughts over and over like Phil does. But to add on to the thoughts I shared, dude, I'm not interested in seeing two retarded, fat, overweight, autistic men pretty much talk about their peer. It's like seeing two guys at a workplace talk shit about someone that is just as shitty of a fucking employee as the two guys talking shit. It's just the two guys talking shit clicked up like two girls in high school, bro, and they have someone else that literally they think is worse than them, and they think they're doing better than them, even though they're not. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's just for the first time, Boogie and Wings are kind of propped up in a position to look better than Phil and to feel better than Phil. Like, when they talk shit about us trolls, oh, they just talk shit about us because they have nothing going on in their lives and they're losers. And no, that's them. That's Wings and Boogie, and that's what you're encouraging. You're encouraging actual fucking, like, degenerate losers bullying another fucking loser. You know, and it's just kind of funny and ironic to me in a
yesterday.
way.
So even though this is like a 7-day streaming week,
Like, you know, and it's
I
just
haven't
not
streamed that many
interesting to
games
me.
yet. You know, and people are like, "Oh, when are the games
Unless
coming?"
some
The
good
games start
shit
today,
happens.
All right, we have 3 straight.
I'm not gonna
days
sit here
of
really
nonstop
like
game content for all
acknowledge
of
the
you.
locale podcast. It's fake,
So I certainly
bro.
hope that
It's
you
all
will
fake,
tune in and
okay?
enjoy today, especially because it is
Keemstar
kind of like
made a
what you
fucking
guys
hug
have been
box
craving,
for 2
right?
retards,
Today,
bro.
ladies and gentlemen, is a major stream of Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
It's like
2
watching
multiplayer,
2
and
retarded old
you
men
guys
talk
have really
about
been enjoying
fishing
it
lures
recently,
all
right?
day,
Like
bro.
You asked for it on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You asked for a couple hours of it during the Black Friday Marathon. It's obvious you guys like me playing this game. What's funny about that is, I
See,
don't
Monkey,
think I'm
no,
great
don't
at
say
the
my
game,
bad.
But I also don't think I'm
It's
atrociously
just
bad. Like,
I don't know, bro. I'm not trying to force my opinions onto people, but it's like when I say these things, it's just like I'm trying to get people to be aware how fake it is. It's all fake, bro. It's all fake. So Wings and Boogie talking about Phil, bro, they be spamming all their shit with all this just garbage. Okay? It's just the most garbage locale content ever produced. But like, you know, it has money behind it, so like it has money and well-known people behind it. So I don't know
I'm
what
just
to
kind
tell
of.
you.
Sometimes I do really well.
I'm trying to tell you, if I did a
I guess it depends on the
fucking
connection
locale
and the
podcast
loadout
like
and the
that,
situation.
I would have been
And other
fucking
times I suck
doxxed
ass
and
and
laughed
I
off
rage
the
at
internet
connections
by
and how
now.
bad
Like
they
within
are.
2
I think people like
episodes,
that.
I
They
would
like
have been
that
a
there's
laughing
that rage
stock,
factor.
bro.
They like
You know what I'm
laughing at my
saying?
reactions. They like me being
But the
honest
locale
about the game, too.
podcast is
At
like
the
a
same
safe
time, if I just
space
sucked every match, it
for
would be
like
fun.
normies
That's
that
when I have a
don't
really
like the
great match, right? Where I
degeneracy
run
that
around and get
actual
kill streaks with a
locale
knife or,
shit is
you know, sniping,
involved
getting on
with,
tear.
you know?
Next thing you know, you got the score streaks coming in. I'm Juggernaut running around kicking ass, right? You know what really sucked? The other day, I earned my first chopper gunner.
But it's
and it said
like, that's another thing. Like, and I always sound like I'm talking shit, not talking shit. It's just, these are things that I'm just stating my observations, bro. And it's another thing that, like, I don't like because you've seen the results of it, bro. We sit here and accept pedophiles, and we'll accept fucking scammers and fake preachers and anyone, as long as they're sitting here talking shit about Phil. It's just like anyone's just cool with it. Yeah, you're cool with me. You know, you can just literally sit here and fucking touch a little kid or something, but you're cool with me because you called Phil a doo-doo head the day before. And it just feels weird to me. You know, some people are just, oh, whatever. He said something about Phil.
Chopper gunner incoming, you could
You
summon it, and
know?
when I was going to summon it, the
Those
match ended,
weird
and I was like,
vibes. Those weirdo
oh,
vibes.
it was my
to me.
first chopper gunner of the game. It would have been so awesome to get the chopper gunner and see what it looks like and play it for the very first time. And I didn't get it. I was like, oh, the time ran out. So, you know, hopefully, if things go well, perhaps I will get another chopper gunner today. We'll see it for the first time. I guess we'll have to see what happens. But
Davros,
you know, I want
yeah,
to tear. Last
Rich
time
has
when I
made
played
it
on Friday, I was
obvious
using the knife
from the
running around with
jump
stealth
that he
shoes.
wants
What are
to
they
be
called?
on the
They're like,
locale podcast.
they're not ninja
you
shoes.
know?
There's something. Basically, they don't make any
Like,
noise.
he's like soft auditioning for
and
that
then only
shit.
footsteps.
It's super
so
hard.
basically, you can run around and you could just get on like crazy knife kill streaks, and no one can really see or hear you. It's pretty nuts and stupid. It's really stupid, but it's fun. I mean, admittedly, even as dumb as that is, and so how brokenly unbalanced that is for what the game is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a first-person shooter, not a first-person ninja stabbing game. It's still fun to do. So I'm looking forward to maybe doing more of it today. I'm being told it's called Covert Sneakers, by the way. There you go. Thank you, guys. So today we're gonna jump in.
But yeah,
Obviously, first
you
thing
like
I'm gonna
all
do,
that
as
shit.
always, is try to do the
I'm not gonna
daily
sit here and
challenges,
demonize
whatever they
you,
are.
you know
Get
what
the
I mean?
bonus
I'm not gonna
experience, get some
attack you.
unlocks, and then
It's just like,
probably go back to my SMG.
think about some of the
Striker
things
9
that
and,
I'm observing.
Knife loadout.
You
which
know,
is the
you don't
covert
have to
loadout, and
think
see
the
what we
way
can
I
do.
think.
And then if we get bored, we switch it up.
Or
That's fine too.
see the
It's all
things
good.
I
You know, have a
see.
good time
Just
with
be
it, all right?
aware of the
So,
things that, like, I'm probably aware of, maybe. What's
I
up,
hope that you
TJ?
guys will join me for the stream. Like, you've been requesting Modern Warfare 3 actually more than anything else recently.
A lot of
Which
people.
is shocking, because most people say, oh, the game sucks, it's terrible. But you guys want to see me play it. I'm down for that. And I want to say a special...
A lot of people rolled in the chat and begged Phil to play fucking Modern Warfare 3.
shout
Get
out
outta
and thank
here.
you to those who show up, engage, and support these streams. Because keep in mind, you know, I love it. I love playing it. And ever since you guys said turn it back to daytime streams, you absolutely have come through with your commitment that you were going to engage
Chicken
and support
Rooster,
these Modern
bro,
Warfare 3
that's not
streams. You
even
have
real
every single
salt. Like, that Modern Warfare salt that Phil does isn't even real. And I finally kind of realized it last year. Yeah, for sure, bro. I was like sitting here rolling in the imaginary Mirage Assault. You know, if Phil played Modern Warfare. And sometimes he does get frustrated. He does get upset. But nah, dude. After the way he acted and presented himself playing Street Fighter 6 this year, I know what real salt looks like. And Modern Warfare, get that fucking kid shit out of here, dude. That's table salt, okay? That's that bitch-ass table salt that you're looking at. It's fate. You know? When Phil's mad, you're getting ocean salt. That shit from the ocean, bro.
So,
you know, shit makes your face pucker, dog.
Thank you very, very much for that. And hopefully that will keep up, right? That will keep going. I like the game. I want to keep it in the rotation, and I will as long as that level of
I hate watching him play Modern Warfare now.
All right. Keep in mind, there's some big new games coming up that we're going to be playing. Maybe Modern Warfare 3 won't stay a daytime stream forever, so it's good to enjoy it now, right? Okay. Cool. So that's the first stream today. Later tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific
Rich
time.
has always been a version of
Phil. For about a week now. I think we're like,
you know, he's a little less toxic, bro.
I think we're 10 hours in.
But like,
I haven't played it for several days
he let
now.
Shit get under his skin.
I haven't played it for several days, so I tend to forget
here,
how far in we
salt.
are.
He sits here and, you know,
but the playthrough's going swimmingly. We actually unlocked the combat.
He's kind of arrogant, you know. He has all the low count traits for sure.
Throwdowns or something. And did some of
it's
those
just
last
the fact
time.
that,
I don't
like,
know if we'll do more of those tonight.
He surrounded himself with enough people that genuinely helped him, and he was open.
Lots of side content,
you know, to seeing criticism about him, to a point he's aware about himself.
The thing I really like about the game is,
you know,
I feel at home playing it. I've played so many Yakuza games. Of course, now they're called Like a Dragon. But
that's the difference between a genuine low
whenever you play one of these now, or
and like just a retarded fucking guy, you know what I'm saying?
You feel
like Rich is like,
you feel like, okay, I know how
a
it
low
plays,
cow,
I know how the formula works,
I feel like
fun,
he's more
it's
of a
interesting,
retarded kid.
It allows us to enjoy and interact and have fun conversation while I'm playing it. That's why I really like those playthroughs. So I hope you'll join me tonight
Rich
for that one
as
we continue on and have a chill time together. Tomorrow,
but like,
we'll continue.
All YouTubers, bro, they're as big as he is or as well known and blah blah blah. They're all clout chasers, you know. I feel like all of us are clout chasers. All of us that produce content or stream, bro. It's like we're all kind of chasing some kind of fucking clout. And you're in denial to say you're not, right? But it's just a difference between whether, like, I don't know, you're super obvious about it, or you could kind of just be straight up about it, like, yeah, I'm fucking chasing clout. Like, every YouTuber is chasing some kind of clout. But it's like, whether you're being super egotistical and just abrasive about it, I guess.
Of Super Mario RPG Remake.
Like, every YouTuber is chasing clout.
12 hours in?
You know, it doesn't get on my nerves
9 hours
depending on how obvious and blatant you are about it.
And we just arrived at Monstro Town, which is an important part of the game because a lot of side content actually opens up at Monstro Town. That allows you to get some optional stuff that's really good in the game, really powerful stuff. So we'll start with that and continue on. And again, another kind of a chill stream game. I'm really enjoying this remake because the graphics are better. The visuals, not visuals, music. The music completely redone by the original composer. Great game. Loving the new gameplay elements. Everything good.
That's what I call the Warzone. The Warzone bounty. That saga.
Now here's my plan. Yes. I have an update.
Like, but that doesn't involve the game. That involves money, which ties into what this whole fucking stream and Phil's fucking scheme is about. It's just using games as a vehicle to generate fucking income, extra money to gamble and fuck around with. So like the bounty saga, yeah, that was genuine and good salt, but it wasn't cause like he was losing in Warzone and shit. It's cause like trolls were fucking pretending to, you know, promise to give him money for shit and they wouldn't. That's a whole different thing.
I have an update. Are you ready? Okay, listen up. Here's how it's gonna work. This Tuesday night will be my final casual session with Valsine.
That's the everyday shit around these parts, you know?
That is. I want to do one more final
that's just
leveling
Phil's mental
session
illness,
with Valsine.
Dude.
All casual play.
He can never
try to get as good as I can. I will this time actually watch
For
some
anything.
videos, okay, to try to level up my game, because I wanted to do that the other day and I fell asleep because I was so tired from the marathon. I fell asleep before, okay. So tonight I'll watch some Dalsim stuff from Top Dalsims, try to absorb that tech, and I will try to level up tomorrow on the late stream.
No.
Okay. Now, what do you mean? What do I mean by that? Final stream. What I mean by that is after tomorrow night's stream, which will be casual play, I intend that this Friday for Friday Night Fights, okay, I absolutely positively will be doing ranked play. Okay?
So Friday, he's gonna do nothing but Wait, what? That still made no sense to me. Maybe it flew over my head too fast, bro, but...
I hope that you guys will tune in. I hope that you guys will, you know, join me for the fun. I think it's going to be really fun.
Yo, see you later, Sea Monkey. Have a good
to
one
actually
at
try
work,
the
dude.
ranked play and see how I do and see how I place. I'll be honest. I think here's what's going to happen on Friday night when I do my ranked placement matches. If I play anyone that's not a top tier rushdown character, I'll probably have a good chance of winning. And anytime I face a Cammy, a Jury, a Ken, a DJ, they're going to beat me. So really, the spread will be dependent on luck. If I face other characters, I will likely win almost all the time.
So pretty much like his whole life, his whole career on the internet, all that's just luck. He's not depending on getting better, bro, or trying harder. It's just luck. Just depending on getting lucky, bro.
And probably place highly. Like,
it's like I'm gonna sit here and just wait for the gods to hand me W's, dude.
Of these characters that are easy as hell to play, and their rushdown just dominates Dalsim, I'm probably gonna place low. I wouldn't be surprised if I place as low as gold. Seriously. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to go. Okay.
Gold isn't that low, dude.
Let's see.
Dude, once you get the fucking gold, you're pretty much like above average. Like silver, rookie. Dude, you have to go through 6 of those shits, dude, just to get to another class. Once you're in gold, you're pretty much like a little bit above average. Platinum and diamond, bro. That's when it's like, nah, these are like good dudes. They're really good at the characters they play and what the fuck they need to know to like win the shit. But it's like in gold, bro, you have people that play better than like at least 60% of the other people, dude.
On Friday night. Now, top op.
Gold. It made me putting gold.
We did community nights over the summer. They were fun to do, but in reality, community nights.
I just don't like those people, bro. They're like, if it isn't the tippy top, it isn't worth anything, you know?
They don't.
It's like in fighting games, a lot of people have a natural skill ceiling, you know? You have to be okay with like gold, bro. If I ever just get the platinum,
it would be boring.
I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to get master rank.
Because I'm playing people from all over the world. Instead of the game matchmaking and trying to find the best matches for me, I'm just playing people from all over the globe, and half the connections end up being insanely bad. It's not a night where I'm going to learn anything or do any kind of viable gameplay. It's just kind of a mess around night. They're nice to do. I enjoyed doing them over the summer, but it would not work for what I'm trying to do with Dalsim right now. Like, there's nothing wrong with the community night, but it wouldn't level up my Dalsim. You see what I mean? Okay.
Pirating it isn't, because like the Street Fighter 6 system, I would say, is my perfect kind of ranking system. Like, compared to, say, like, Halo Infinite, dude, you could play Halo Infinite all day, and depending on the day, bro, it just won't matter, and it's a waste of your time. You win a game, right? You get so many fucking points. If you lose just as many points than you did winning. And it doesn't matter, right? If you had a good KD, you did the best on your whole team, all that shit. So, like, it just doesn't matter. But in Street Fighter, it encourages you for just playing, you know, not rage quitting and just playing the fucking shit and taking your L's and fucking, you know, those little improvements you do. It does help you get better.
Alright, guys, I am going to have to hop off here.
Shit.
I will see you.
Encourage you playing the
I gotta go to work.
Essential for
Have a good one.
Perhaps you're right.